Hey everybody, my name is Kartik Subramaniam. I'm a real estate entrepreneur here in Southern California. I'm the founder of a very large real estate education company. Absolutely love what I do. I have a passion for the business. I'm happy to have found it. Follow my journey here on YouTube. Hey everybody, Kartik Subramaniam over at ADHI Schools. I wanted to take a quick second to talk about a change I think that's happened in the real estate business over the last 10 years. And a lot of our students have decided to start their own team in the real estate business. And one thing to keep in mind, you're really kind of getting away from being necessarily a real estate salesperson, and you're really getting into like a management role where you have people that are reporting to you and you're giving them tasks to do, and you have a team effort to build something. And a lot of people look at the organization of people that I have around me and notice that many people that have been working with me for 2, 5, 6, 10 plus years, since for a very long time. And I want to share a couple of things that I've learned through that journey of managing people and having employees and having people that work with you and for you, and a couple of things that you can do to make sure if you do have your own real estate team, things that I think I've learned through the journey of working with and managing people that I've found to be very, very useful. Now, the first thing, of course, that I've learned through that process is I've learned to be very grateful. And when I say I've learned to be very grateful, really what I mean by that is I've learned to always say thank you to people when they help with anything. So if somebody, gets me, a coffee in the morning, or if somebody, helps me carry some books or supplies down to my car, I always remember to say thank you. I think one thing that a lot of people like to feel, I think, is appreciated, and this is not so much just in the real estate business, but just in general, kind of humanity 101, right? Just always telling people that work for me, hey, thank you, I appreciate your help. In fact, every single time somebody leaves, if I'm the last one last one to leave the office, I always remember to say thank you to everyone. Or if it's every other Friday and it's payday and I give someone their check, or one of my agents closes a deal, hey, thank you so much, great job, right? People care more about work environment, I think, than they necessarily do about money. Not always, and there's a limit to that, but people want to feel appreciated. The second thing that I've found anyway that has helped me manage people and I've been able to retain a lot of people for a long period is you want to put people in roles that naturally fit their skill set. So if somebody is super organized and super sort of like everything has to be in a certain order, that might not be the right person to give total free range as to how they operate a task. In fact, that'll drive them nuts. Giving people that like systems is extremely important. People that don't really, I'm not that way at all. I am very, very, very sort of free. I don't like to operate through necessarily a schedule. I like consistency, but I like being able to do my own thing also, which is why I've really never had a job. So if somebody tried to give me that much structure, it would be absolutely horrific for me personally. The third thing that I wrote down is don't be afraid to tell the truth, right? If something that somebody's doing is bothering you, or if something that somebody's doing isn't really fitting with your vision of where things kind of need to go, have the respect of looking that person dead in the eye. You don't have to yell, but sitting down with them and saying, hey, look, this really wasn't what I had in mind, or is there a reason you did it this way? And just be open and honest. Letting stuff linger over time, I think, is probably a recipe for disaster. But really, those are just a few things I wanted to share with you on this quick video, mainly because a lot of our students that are kind of getting some traction and getting some success are wanting to start their own team. And it's important to remember that there's a whole host of other things that go along with starting your own team other than, hey, because I got to be very candid with you. I think a lot of people that want to start their own team are starting a team from the position of, hey, you do all the work, Mr. or Mrs. team member, I'm going to collect all the money and, thank you very much, see you later. So that philosophy of do nothing and get everything, I think is absolutely ludicrous. So if you're trying to start your own team to avoid working, I think you're going to be sorely mistaken, and it's going to kind of blow up in your face if that's kind of why you're doing it. But what are your thoughts? Do you have a team that you run? Are you thinking about running your own team? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It helps me make more videos. I'd love to connect with you on Instagram and get to know you on and offline. I will catch you on the next video.